Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you the 2023 Kia Sportage. Yes, it is the 2023 and the Sportage was completely redesigned for 2023, and this one is the EX trim, and there is 7 trims you could choose from. But let me go ahead and show you all the features this EX trim has. Under the hood there is a 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. And the fuel economy numbers are not too impressive on this engine. 23 in the city, 28 highway, and 25 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2023 Kia Sportage. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $31,555. If you guys are curious about the color is called Glacial White, and it does look pretty good on this EX Sportage, and it is a $495 option. But as I mentioned, there's 7 trims you could choose from. There is the LX, EX, SX, SX Prestige, X Line, X Pro, X Pro Prestige. So good amount of trims to choose from. And the price on this one, as I said, it is $31,000. Yes, this one is the 2023 Sportage, and I think it does look good. Anyways, for the headlight housing, I really like the design of it. Here is the daytime running light. It is LED. The high and low beam are LED. The low beam are sitting in reflectors, and they are on top of the high beam, and the high beam is under the low beams and sitting in reflector. The only thing that I really don't like about the headlight housing is the fact that the turn signal indicators are halogen for $31,000. I really wish that Kia made the turn signal indicators here in the front LED. I love the gloss black grille, and I really like this brushed aluminum. Here is the new Kia logo, nice and big, finished in brushed aluminum. And yeah, overall I really like the design. It does look, definitely looks different than the other SUVs. And in the bottom there is a bottom grille, and then there is some brushed aluminum right here. And I really like what Kia did with the lower part of the bumper or the splitter. It does look nice and aggressive. Well, let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Sportage. Here is a side view of this 2023 Kia Sportage, and this is the first 2023 model year that I'm reviewing. And yeah, it's crazy that the 2023s are already out. Anyways, the size of this Sportage is good, and it does look pretty good from the side. And I really like what Kia did with the rims. Even on the base trim, the rims look very good. The size is 235, 60, 18, and yeah, overall the rims have a really nice look for an EX trim. And in the bottom there is a good amount of plastic with a brushed aluminum trim, which honestly adds a nicer look. And for the window trims, the bottom portion of them is finished in brushed aluminum. The tab is finished in flat black, and I really like what Kia did in the back. Really nice touch. And for the roof rails, they are finished in brushed aluminum, but for an EX trim that is $31,000, I really wish it had a sunroof, at least a standard size sunroof. The mirror is finished in white. It does have a blind spot monitoring system, and it does have a turn signal indicator. And yeah, overall, I really think the side view of this Sportage looks good. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Kia Sportage. Here is the back of this Kia Sportage, and honestly, the back looks pretty good, and I really like what Kia did with the tail lights. The only thing that is not LED back here is the turn signal indicators. On something like a Honda CR-V, the turn signal indicators are LED, even on the base trim. But the running light is LED, and the reverse is LED, and it is actually located in the bottom. And yeah, overall, I think the tail lights have a really nice look to them. I love the Kia logo. Kind of looks like it's finished in white, but it is actually finished in brushed aluminum. And there is a badge right here on the right. I'm not sure what this badge means. Probably means that this one is the all-wheel drive. Even the LX trim had the same exact badge, but I thought on the LX it said LX, but it is the same exact badge on this EX. So it makes me, I think this is more like, I don't know, 4X, which means like all-wheel drive. But anyways, Sportage badge is on the left, and I really like the font. And backup camera is located in the middle. License plates are halogen, they're not LED. And even on the base trim there is parking sensors. So I really like that, and I really like the design of this flat black I love the fact that there's some brushed aluminum right here in the back, and I really like the design of the diffuser. And yeah, overall, I think the back of this Sportage looks good. Here is the key of the Sportage. Does look decent. Has a really nice weight to it. Feels nice and solid. Remote start button is right there, and there is 3 buttons on the side: lock, unlock, and a panic button. And there is a physical key inside of it. Kia logo is in the bottom. And to open the lift gate, there's actually one way to open it, and it is a button next to the backup camera. Tailgate opens nice and quick, and if you guys want power lift gate, you have to go with the higher trims. I'm not exactly sure what trim offers power lift gate, and on the Kia website you cannot configure one yet, or you can't build one yet, but yeah, on this EX there is no power lift gate. There is a good amount of room inside of this Sportage, and here is a halogen light, 12 volt. You could drop the seats down from this handle, and you could drop the right seat from this handle. And yeah, seriously guys, there is a ton of space, and underneath there is a spare with the jack and the jack tools, and there is some storage places on the left. You could remove those covers, and you could put something inside and put the covers back on. But yeah guys, let me go ahead and drop the seats down and show you the amount of space this Sportage has. Alright, so I actually dropped one seat down, and I want to go ahead and show you how the seats actually drop down, because I really like how fast they drop down, and they do lock in place. And yeah, seriously, there's a very good amount of space. This seat could go a little bit more, and it will actually lock in place if you push it down. But I really like the fact that this Kia Sportage has a ton of space in the back of it. Here is the door handle. The door handle does not have a sensor right behind it, so to lock and unlock this SUV, you have to click on this button. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel looks actually good. This top portion right here is nice and soft, and door handle has a really nice look to it. This right here is finished in plastic. This is actually padded, nice and soft. The armrest is wrapped in leather, nice and soft. And the front 2 windows are automatic up and down. And window switches, mirror controls, everything looks okay, nothing too crazy. I really like the gloss black. And yeah, seriously, the door handle has a really nice design to it. And there's this a gray trim, but I really like the design of the door handle. This is plastic, which is expected. Reflector in the bottom, barely any storage place in the bottom, with a bottle holder, and speaker has a really nice design to it. And I really like this brushed aluminum in the bottom. It does add a nicer touch. For the seats, they're wrapped in leather, and they're nice and comfortable, and they're powered, of course. And here is the lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Kia Sportage, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Kia Sportage. I was gonna say 2022. I'm used to it, but the interior of this 2023 looks very nice. I love the fact that the steering wheel is nice and thick, wrapped in leather, and the design actually looks very good. I love the new Kia logo, and I love the brushed aluminum around it. There's some brushed aluminum in the bottom, and yeah, overall the steering wheel looks good. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but it does look good. There is a few buttons right here on the left: voice command, volume controls, favorite button, and on the right is the this button right here that will control the center display. I believe this screen right here is an 8-inch screen, and then there is a 12.3-inch screen. This one is not touch, this one is touch. Anyways, there is the cruise controls, steering assist, and behind the steering wheel there is the wiper controls for the front and back. And on the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. And yeah, this center display looks very good. I really love how the RPMs look like when you hit the gas. It increases like that, so very nice. And yeah, as I said, there is this button right here. You could toggle through a few things. Very high resolution, and it is nice and responsive. Right here on the left, I love the way how the AC vents look like. There is some brushed aluminum and gloss black. And in the bottom, there is a few buttons: e-brake, traction control, and brightness control. There is some brushed aluminum, and this whole thing right here is finished in gloss black. And the screen is a 12.3-inch screen. It does look very good, and it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And Hyundai and Kia system is nice and responsive. Yeah, seriously nice and responsive and very high quality. Anyways, here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is actually very good, and it is nice and wide. And as I told you guys, this Sportage has parking sensors. And here is the emergency light button. And I really love how the screens look like they're basically connected to each other, but individual screens. And up here, this is actually soft, so I really like that. There's a speaker up there, and I just love the way how the AC vent looks like down here. Climate controls look very nice. And the first time I saw this climate control, it was in the EV6. What you could do, you could literally click on this button right here, and that will toggle through the shortcuts for the map, toggle back again, and that will go back to the climate. And as you guys see, the red and blue, it will disappear when you go to the shortcuts, and the volume and power will come. So very nice. And let's go ahead and increase the temperature, decrease it by rotating it to the left. It does have dual climate control, and it does have an auto function, and it does have 3 stages to it. And yeah, overall very nice. Here is the fan speed, modes, and yeah, everything just feels and looks good. And let's say if you want to go to map, just click on map, and that will take you to the built-in navigation. And I completely forgot, but there is actually a tune button right there, or tune knob. And down here there is a 12-volt, 2 USBs, and a wireless phone charger. Here is a shifter. Not a big fan of the way how it looks. It reminds me of the older Kia products, so not a big fan of it. But anyways, this shifter will control the 8-speed automatic transmission. It does have a plus and minus, so you could shift manually, and there is no paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. The engine start stop is, I believe, from the older Sportage, so they definitely cheaped out. It does have some brushed aluminum, which is a nicer touch, and this whole middle console right here is finished in gloss black. And this EX trim has heated seats, 3 stages for the passenger and driver, and heated steering wheel. And I believe the higher trims will have cold seats. And I really love what Kia did with the cup holders. Those are the same in the Palisades, so basically if you're not using them, you could just tuck them away, you could hide them. And if you have a cup, you could just click on this button, that will bring this out, and you could do the same thing for the other one. So very nice and clever design. Right here there is the drive mode control, hill descent, brake hold, engine shut off. Here is the button to turn on the camera, and parking sensors. And you do have center locking, so you could lock the wheels and they will all spin at the same time if you're stuck in snow or mud. Let me go ahead and toggle through the modes: normal, sport, smart, and snow. Very nice. And this knob has a really nice feel to it. Feels nice and solid. And yeah, armrest is actually a little bit on the harder side. Inside there is a nice deep storage place. And here is the rear view mirror. Looks good. It is nice and big, almost frameless, has very nice thin bezels. And up here there is some halogen lights. This button will turn on all the lights. This button right here will keep the lights off when the doors are open, and then you could click on this and that will turn on the light. And right here there is the Kia Connect SOS. And for the visors are actually nice and soft, almost wrapped in this leather feel texture. And inside there is a good sized mirror, but there is no light. For the back door panel, has the same design as the front, but Kia cheaped out back here. This is actually plastic. Door handle has the same design as the front, and I really love the fact that they use the same trim here in the back. This is nice and soft. This is padded, gloss black. Here is the window switch. I really wish that the window switches had some brushed aluminum around them. And this is plastic, barely any space in the bottom of this door. I think they could have made the storage place a little bit bigger. Speaker, brushed aluminum in the bottom. And for the back seats, they're actually nice and spacious. And I love the fact that those back seats can get reclined a lot. And here is the armrest. It is wrapped in leather, nice and soft. 2 cup holders. I really wish that the cup holders were a tiny bit bigger, but as you guys see, those seats recline a lot, so I really like that. So good job, Kia. And inside, air vents are massive in the back, and as you guys see, there is one USB right here on the driver's side, another one on the passenger and one on the driver. And I really like this pocket right here. Now a lot of companies actually do that nowadays. And in the bottom there is a storage place, and that's how the front of this Sportage looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Kia Sportage. I would like to thank Trevor and Napoli Kia here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Sportage. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.